yeah, there's so many things to talk about. But what I really did was to venture out. So I visited now, I think, 13 out of the 16 regions. So I really tried to discover Ghana, not only Accra.
It's a good club. You went on a family trip for 2 weeks in Africa. One of the places you went was Ghana, and I was on the phone with you, and I'm going to be there too very soon. Why?
Breaking news, guys. It is no longer news that, yes, I told you, look out for it. In the motherland, they are being recognized internationally, globally. Right there, we have it for the ambassador of Switzerland, yes, has really recognized a significant part, culture, and attitude of the good people of Ghana, in the sense that she made it clear. She actually stated it that Ghana is doing great and she loves it. She went as far as saying that she is so proud that Ghana acts in a similar way as their own country, where they practice full democracy. The citizens can feel free to express their grief, their support, their opinions, their input any day, anytime, without being, blocked, without being questioned, without being stopped, bullied, or whatever. Just like we have in Nigeria, no freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is very important, because when you criticize constructively and respectfully, as the case may be, people tend to learn and understand. But where everybody's scared to talk, air their views, their opinion, you see that it's a blindfolded community, country, people, as the case may be. She recognized the fact about that for Ghana, and that plays out in how Ghanaians were able to come together, voting whosoever they want, and they can still stand to your face to tell you to your damn face that this is their mind, this is their opinion about you, without mixing words, without even any form of fear or whatsoever. I learned that from you guys as Ghanaians, and I'm so super shocked and proud at the same time that you have this privilege and opportunity. This and more is what this woman emphasized and stated in this video. But let's just hear her talk, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's so many things to talk about, but what I really did was to venture out. So I visited now, I think, 13 out of the 16 regions. So I really tried to discover Ghana, not only Accra. And I really, really value the diversity of the country. So wherever you go, obviously, we all know about the languages, right? Yeah. Especially when you go to the north, you travel from village to village and they speak a different language in each place. And I was like, I just, entered the car, got out, and it's a different language. But then also you see it in like the kind of the attire, I've also been to some cultural festivals, like where you see like, oh my God, like I feel like every culture has their own music, their own dance, their own dresses, food. So also like every region in Ghana has their own food. I like that. So diversity for me is really a huge selling point for Ghana. And then I also like the political culture, which I think is very similar to the one in Switzerland. So I really appreciate that Ghana is a democracy. You have free speech. As an ambassador, that makes my life much easier. I don't have to think sometimes in certain contexts, everything I say, I have to think, can I say this? Can I not say that? That's not the case in Ghana. Obviously, I'm still a diplomat, but I feel there is this culture of debate and discussion. And you can also if there is an issue, and there's hardly ever an issue between Switzerland and Ghana, I can see the powers that be. I can talk to the authorities and be quite frank and straightforward and say, like, look, we have an issue, and they will listen, and then we will try to solve it together, So it's a very constructive approach. And that is really something that sets Ghana apart from many other countries in the world, other countries I've served in. And I think it's something you can be very, very proud.
Now, having heard it live and direct from her, you heard the way she stated it, and it is true. I don't know what you think about that, but for me, I know that people are watching, and because people are taking note and cognizance of what is going on in the motherland, they are really commending and appreciating what is going on there. And I would say, keep it up, keep the good work. Do not let bias, sentiment, or whatsoever come in between the peace, the progress, the unity and oneness that the motherland have. Most importantly, the safety and the security, which is bringing so many people there, above so many other things too numerous to mention. And guys, I will say at this point, let us just take more videos of how people are still enjoying the motherland. And as well, another trending, interesting and entertaining video making rounds on the internet about the motherland Ghana of one popular New York City American citizen, Gabrielle Union. This couple, they're into movie acting and a lot. They've over the years come to realize that just of recent, they have a root and identity with the motherland Ghana. On the other hand, we have Usher, the popular musician, African-American musician as well, who have something to say about the motherland. Guys, we're going to take all these videos, then I'll come back to summarize.
On stage after visiting Cape Coast Castle.
You know, I've spent some time here, and I've actually been able to visit some of the harder sites and go some of the harder places and see the realities of what Ghana has offered in history for us as black men who made it over to America. You know, this history is so important for young boys and girls in America to understand the reality of what happened at Cape Coast and the reality that has been the separation that has not allowed us to be able to recognize Africa as our home. In America, we can't necessarily see that bridge, but tonight, and since I've been here, I've felt nothing but that love and that energy that said, welcome home. We accept you. We welcome you with open arms. Throughout the years that I've been able to be here, I've really enjoyed my time, but this time, something happened differently in my heart and in my mind. So much so that I just want to take this time to celebrate you.
It's a good club. You went on a family trip for 2 weeks in Africa. One of the places you went was Ghana, and I was on the phone with you, and I'm going to be there too very soon. Why? What was so special about Ghana? Because everyone's been inviting me to Ghana.
Well, you know what? There's something about going to West Africa as African Americans who have been disconnected from the continent and going back, truly learning about our history and the expansiveness of our history, but learning the history from the lion's perspective and not the hunter's. The accurate history and being able to reclaim your roots and to find out who you actually are. And for me, that was incredibly important, turning 50, to figure out the kind of woman I want to be for the next 50 or 60 years. And I knew that I needed to be in Africa, learning about who I am, connecting with my own people.
Ghana's the jumping off point.
That's
why.
We got our names.
That's why.
So you got your name?
We got our names, yes.
There's a naming ceremony that you can participate in when you go.
What's your name? It was wonderful. Safwa. Yes, it means the key. My husband's name is Kwesi, which means protector of the family. And I forgot Tom's name.
Wow, that's so great.
So, Gabrielle, we love having you here. A lot of what you say is very true.
Fly with me to Ghana. It's that time of the year again. It's been exactly a year since I've been back home, so it was time for me and my girls to book that flight. After checking in our luggage, we headed straight to the lounge. We actually arrived at the airport early, so I'm not really sure, but we only had like 10 to 20 minutes to find something to eat in the lounge. I feel like there were a lot of options, but I also was kind of expecting more. But you know what? We went for a little bite because we were about to eat a lot on the plane. And who would ever say no to a mojito? This one was so good, and I must say the food in the lounge was actually really good. Anyway, we made our way to the gate and it was already time to board. I do not know where time went. I think we spent too much time at duty free, but you know what? We had to find the perfect tequila. In other news, can we appreciate my nails, please? Beside of the free champagne, I always need to check out the freebies. And don't get me wrong, I love the White Company, but it was a little underwhelming. But champagne for the pain. This flight was super on time though. And one thing about the new BA Club Suite, it is super comfortable. It's definitely one of my favorite business class cabins. When it comes to the food, this red lentil soup was a 10 out of 10. I did not like this apple salad or whatever that was, but bread and butter always slaps. The main course was Senegalese jollof rice and chicken, and I was actually shocked that it was spicy. Overall, the food was good. So good that it knocked Ava out immediately. But I also had to make myself comfortable, put on a Disney movie. I went for Moana 2, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, it took me like 10 minutes and I knocked out until my bestie woke me up. At that time, it was already 1 hour to landing, which meant even more food. I tried, but I couldn't finish it all. And then it got real. We are landing in Accra, baby. All of our suitcases came in under 1 hour, which definitely is record timing for Ghana. We then unpacked our bags, showered, and changed for the night. And it wouldn't be a great first night in Accra without some wings from Purple Pop. Did we have a proper plan for the night? No, but all we knew was we're gonna go outside and we're gonna have some fun. And one thing I'm gonna guarantee you, you will have a lot of fun in Accra. It's the city that never sleeps. Bye, guys. Fly with me to Ghana. It's that time of the
Day further of our trip to Ghana. Yesterday we arrived in Bolgatanga, staying in Ghana's hotel for the next couple of days. We are blessed. We are thankful for such a warm welcoming. We love local people. It's been such a great time.
Bajo, the meaning 10 regions paying Ghana. Meaning this current 16. Time I'm in school, now I'm watching them 10 regions and yet 16. Then I made break and I'm up and I report the 10 regions and as that made them in 10 regions, but I don't know of any new 16 regions. So please, when I'm talking about the old Ghana map that we used to draw when class 5, class 6 in the 80s. In the 80s. Charlie, small walk now. Man, see, kitty, me you. From my shed, with me, say, hey, sweat. Like some 15, maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes. She had really sweat. Oh, say, yeah, my town, say, then we're coming to venture and put. I'm back. Early morning too. What time is it? See that. Oh, my. Just watch it. See that. See. I don't be like, see, right now, I come like some 15 minutes ago.
See that farm boy. Make it go. You say, no, they won't go. Why don't you want to go? Just give me 2 reasons why.
Taxes and food.
What type, man? Fufu?
Fufu.
And what?
Fufu with groundnut soup, tilapia, yam chips, banku, juju, sobolo.
What comes to mind when young, able youths in Ghana are wanting to move to the Western world for work? Meanwhile, we have those natural resources in our country. What comes to mind? What's the problem?
Because I think they have this image in their head that it's just the perfect world up or in the Western country, but I think it's not. So I guess the people are always like, it's going to be better when I'm there. So they don't appreciate what they have here. I don't know. Or it could also be the whole infrastructures of working. So I think it's better when they are in a Western country.
Being here is the best.
I think for local people, yeah.
Oh my God. Honestly, one of the best meals I've had in my whole life. Hey. Amazing.
Yep, this is
fufu.
Fufu contest, in Ghana.
Fucking nice. This alone is a reason to come here. Everything so far is a reason alone. Mm-hmm. You guys are scared of us? Why?
The girls have foodies.
No. What's that?
It's the best fufu place you done before.
Oh.
Like best fufu place, but not in Accra, country.
Yes. This is
so
fucking
you put
wild.
some lost place from Rwanda to Kaga to this.
And it can be the different regions can compete, and then you go to the national level.
Wow. You see, one thing I understand is that most people who come there and enjoy this country more are foreigners like the whites, Obronis, right? And they enjoy it to the core without reserve, like wholeheartedly. They open up their hearts. You see, that's why they are different from other African countries, especially Nigerians, because they don't have bias, they don't have jealousy, they don't have hatred, they don't have bitterness in their heart. They just, open up their hearts, feel free, and that's why they enjoy it to the full. Unlike the ones you see ranting on social media from Nigeria, having one thing or the other to compete and complain about Ghana. But it's the same Ghana these people are enjoying and commending like this. The other day we saw the one that ran out of the psychiatric home, how she was lamenting like a mentally deformed that she is on the internet. And yet we still have these people on the contrary, and even more. You hear the ambassador of Switzerland, what she has to say. Now that's why I tell you, Nigerians are bitter people, jealous, full of jealousy, and they are destructive in nature. Anywhere they go, they want to destroy it. Let me not even make this video about them, because at the end of the day, one reason why I'm making this video is for them to be seeing it. Whether they will learn or not, to let me keep showing it, because I know secretly they are watching, and as they are watching, they will be eyeing me, they will be murmuring, bickering in their mind. But we move. While you are bickering, while you are murmuring, Ghana is moving forward. There's nothing you can do about it. Carry that energy and change. Work on yourself and change as a people. And nobody at the end of the day will come to rescue you except you rescue yourself. Because personally, I will continue to expose what Ghana have going on so that we can see and learn. And yes, so that we can also learn as Nigerians and change. Other people are learning and changing, learning a thing or two from Ghana. Why won't we learn? Why would Nigeria case be different? Anyways, I rest my case. Let me know your thoughts and opinion about all this information, breaking news brought to you right here on the Stable of Civic Inspirations. And I will catch you in the comment section. Once again, thank you for watching. If you are yet to hit on the like button, I beg of you kindly do so. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't make this your last, because on here it's all juicy, spicy, entertaining, educative, inspiring, captivating, and most importantly, not to demote, demean, demarket anyone, but saying it just the way it is, raw and undiluted. We need a look person for face. We tell you the truth just the way it is, the bitter and the brutal truth, right here on the Stable of Civic Inspirations. Till I will catch you in my next one. But for now, do have a lovely, a peaceful, a blessed, a happy, and a successful day. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.